take a few moments to get settled into your mat space. Connect with your breath. Invite in Ujjayi pranayama, in and out of the nose breathing. Constrict the back of your throat. Internally build your fire. Maybe right here is a good place to set an intention if that's something in your practice. Maybe it's just to focus more on sharing good vibes, reflecting out positivity into the world. Maybe it's something else that's more resilient or prevalent with your day. Just take a couple more rounds of breath to reflect on any thoughts you're having. Notice how your body's feeling. And the breath, deep and slow, in and out of the nose. Let's take one more deep, full breath in through your nose. Fill up your belly. Pause as you get very full to the top. Part your lips, sigh the breath out. And actually one more of those. Just a full deep breath in through your nose, filling up to the top and holding at capacity for a moment. And then open mouth, exhale. Nice. On your inhale, just press up with long arms, only part way, not all the way to tabletop. Slide your left palm underneath for thread the needle. So left arm goes underneath you, and either bring your forehead to the earth, or if it's comfortable, your left ear to the mat. And your right arm can stay long, stretched in front of you on your mat, or you have the option to bring it by your side to your shoulder, or even across your low back. Still being compact with the hips down towards the heels, if not rested on top of the heels. Just getting into the shoulder. And breathing deeply still with your Ujjayi breath. Find one more round of breath here. And then bringing your right palm back forward in front of you if you did move it. Gently rise your left arm up and slide it forward. Switching sides, taking the right arm underneath your left armpit, straight out like a T, then lower down either to your forehead or, if comfortable and possible, to your right ear. And find where you're most comfortable here with your left arm, your palm, your left shoulder. And come back to your breath. And just one more deep round of breath right here. And bring your left palm back forward. Slide your right arm forward, melt back into your child's pose. 3 cycles of breath. You can always, again, peel the elbows wider to be gentle on your shoulders. Maybe you press your forehead side to side. One more cycle of breath. Nice, friends. As you inhale this time, rise up to your tabletop pose. Let's get ready to find some more movement. Palms are under your shoulders. Bring the knees in under your hips. Find some cat's cows right here. Fingers are spread wide. Tuck your toes if you'd like to stretch the soles of your feet as you breathe and stretch the front line of your body. And as you breathe out, untuck your toes. Press your toes, your knees, and your palms into the mat as you cat. Arch your spine to the sky, chin to chest. And just repeat that if it feels good, tucking and untucking the toes. Move with breath. And just stretch out the back, the spine, the front, the core. Shoulders soft from the ears. And feel free to start adding on some side body movement if that feels right. Stretch out, look over your shoulders, sway your ribs out wide. Find some space in between each rib. Side to side, just 2 more cycles of breath. And come on back to tabletop pose, a nice long spine, and draw your belly straight up towards the ceiling so that you have core abdominal engagement. Sweep your left palm forward, your right leg back in a bird dog. Now you can always have the right toes in the ground, but otherwise fire up that posterior chain, squeeze and lift a little higher. You want to use the left shoulder to lift the left arm. You want to use your right glute all the way down to your heel, including the hamstring, to hover and hold that right leg. Nice. Now take your left elbow wide, palm to the nape of your neck, breathe in. And as you exhale, it's elbow to knee, round your spine to the sky for a crunch. Belly squeezing in the whole time. Inhale, open, get long, but light up the posterior chain, it's a little lift. And then exhale, squeezing around. Breathe. And exhale, bring it together, compact. Just 4 more. Actively lifting, lighting up the back side as you extend. We have 2 more, squeezing around. Last one, squeezing around. And then hold it out long. Reach your left arm forward. Hold with the right shoulder lined up over your wrist, your left hip and knee pulling the belly up to the sky. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to tabletop. Other side, right arm forward, left leg back. Using the strength of your back line or working on the strength of your back line, lift up just a little bit so you've got a little bit of roundness. Nice. Take your right elbow wide, touch your palm to the nape of your neck. Take your inhale here, feel your left glute lighting up. And exhale, squeezing around. That cat back, belly squeezes. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeezing around. Maybe your right toes are untucked, pressing into the mat, really leveraging your balance. Breathe. And exhale, round chin towards chest for 4, 3. Use your left glute hamstring. Lift the heel a little higher. Last 2. And your last one, squeeze. Hold it out when you inhale. Reach your right arm forward and hold. Line up your shoulder and wrist, your hip and your knee. Squeeze your abdominals up to the sky. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Tabletop pose. 3 rounds of cat-cow for you, or side body stretches, a couple of breaths just to kind of clear the slate. Nice, deep, slow breaths. Just 1 more round. Come back to tabletop pose, friends. Spread your fingers wide. Press into the thumb and index fingers side of your palms. Tuck your toes and hover your knees. So you've got a nice long spine. Pull the belly button up to the sky. Hover your knees an inch or 2 off the mat and try to keep your hips over your knees, your shoulders over your palms. And we're going to donkey kick the sky, starting shifting the weight to your left foot. Kick your right foot up, a 90-degree bend. Feel the hamstring work. Tap the toes back down with the knee hovered. Switch sides. Left foot stomps to the sky. Tap it down. Stomp. Stomp, kick. Use the butt muscle and the inner thighs here to squeeze together and kick up. Now, if you don't like this, you can stay in your hovered tabletop. We have 8, 7, 6. Keep pulling the navel towards the sky. Last 4, 3. Press into the thumbs. 2. Hovered knees on 1. Just hold for 4, 3, 2. Down dog on 1. Whoo, hips up. Pedal it out. Some organic movement. Find your natural cycle of breath here. You can always shift the weight onto your left palm, but try to stay stable with your hips and legs. Roll out your right wrist, and then switch sides. Little 11. Nice, friends. Meet in the middle of your mat. Walk your palms forward, or back, and your feet forward, rather, for ragdoll pose, right in the middle of your mat space. Feet or hips with distance, or whatever feels just right and comfortable for your bone structure. Nod your head, knowing yes. Sway side to side. Shift the weight from your left foot to your right foot. Just kind of let everything melt off of you. Nice. And find some stillness. Release your palms to the ground, bend your knees, and slowly round up to standing. Arms by your side. Like you're stacking 1 vertebra at a time. There's no rush. When you get to the top, inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, shoulders roll down your back. And take your palms and face them out to the sides. Out to the sides. Nice. Slow, slow, slow. Inhale, arms overhead in mountain pose. And then flip your palms out as you exhale. Slowly return them to your hips. 2 more times. Flip your palms out. Inhale. Fire up your legs. Lift your kneecaps. Use the quads. Your exhale presses down. Nice and slow, like you're moving through honey or molasses. 1 more time with your breath. Reach up. Draw your belly in and up. Exhale, press it down to your sides. Now this time, inhale that same way. Steeple grip at the top. It's okay if you're a little behind or forward. We'll meet here with steeple grip. Interlace your fingers except for thumb and index. Roll your shoulders down your back. Reach up tall. Fire up your legs. Press your feet into the ground. Deep breath in. On your exhale to the right, it's a side body stretch. Send your hips to that left side. Reach for the right side wall. Feel your core light up. We're not dumping forward or back bending. It's straight up side oblique stretches as you reach. Use your inhale to come through center. Reset. Get tall again. Then exhale, hinge to the left. Send your hips to the opposite direction. Reach through your fingertips, long arms. Inhale through center. Little back bend if you'd like right here. Try to let your shoulders soften back. Inhale pulls you right up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. And take a moment in your forward fold. Maybe you sway side to side again. Ragdoll if you want it. Nod your head no and yes. Release, just release it all. Nice, and finding your sweet, sweet stillness, get a halfway lift right here. Nice long spine. Notice if you're looking forward, tuck your chin so the length is all the way through the crown of the head. Breathe in, high plank, breathe out. Plant your palms under your shoulders, heels are high over the toes. Long line of energy. Look towards the top of your space. Now, shift the weight into your left foot, right foot lifts, squeeze the glutes, the posterior chain working, and then switch sides, tap it down, left heel lifts. Use your exhale to squeeze the leg up, using the butt muscle, the hamstring, lifting all the way strong through the heel. Keep pulling the abdomen in and up, and try not to flex or bow in the back. Keep the spine long, the torso long, strong trunk. We've got 8, squeeze the butt, 7, 6, 5, pressing into the thumb side of your hands. Last 3, 2, downward facing dog. On 1, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold again. Nice. Inhale, standing mountain all the way to the top, arms overhead. And flip your palms to the outside. Exhale, press down. 2 more times, palms face out. Inhale. Face them out. Exhale. Last time, breathe in. Last time, press it down with your exhale breath. Inhale, slowly rise up, steeple grip at the top. And exhale to the left, or to your right rather, side body stretch. Reach, 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 long arms. Inhale, center. Exhale, now to the left. Long arms, reach through the fingertips. Inhale, center. Exhale, a little back bend. You can always release, peel the elbows wide, squeeze the core in. Inhale through center, through top. Exhale, fold in half. Halfway lift, breath in, and high plank, breath out. So from this sweet high plank, we have alternating T's. Plant your right palm, swivel your heels to the right, left arm to the sky, hips up high, and then plant it back to your plank, switch sides, heels to the left, right arm up, hips high, and plant it down. Use your breath, inhale as you reach up, exhale as you plank. Toes stay where they are, so they're staying about hips width distance of heart. Really want the abdomen reaching in and up. You get to fire up obliques here as you lift the side body to the sky. We have 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. We still stay in our plank pose as you exhale. Nice and slow mountain climbers, knees to chest or knees across. We're not here long. Shoulders are working hard, so really press the earth away for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, down dog in 2, 1, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat, walk, hop, or float. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold to release. This time, inhale, mountain pose, arms to sky. Here's a change. Exhale, chair pose, sit down and back. Just squeeze the butt cheeks. Shoulders might not like it up there, so you can have hands at heart or hips. Sit a little deeper. Try to shimmy the shins back in space. Keep your spine long. Notice if you're rounding. We want to keep it straight. Notice if you're popping the butt really extra hard. Pull the belly in and up. Sit down and back. Let's find a low pulse to the bottom. So squeeze your butt down. Squeeze it down. Get a little lower. Wherever your arms are is just fine, friends. Work it, work it, work it. Get low, get deep. Boom. Weights in the heels. Maybe the toes lift to your shins. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold your chair in 2, 1. Hold it. Breath in. Forward fold, release. Woo. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, low lunge, step your left foot back. Right foot is right under the knee. Inhale, crescent lunge, hug your inner thighs, rise to standing. Yes, friends, you're amazing. Now from here, our double lunge, bend the back knee to a hover. Scissor your inner thighs. You can bring the arms with you. We're gonna add on a twist. And as we inhale, we're gonna unwind, come up to standing, standing mountain. So let's repeat that a few times. Step it back to crescent lunge, double lunge, twist, unwind, mountain. Exhale, inhale, step it back, breathe it up. Now take your time. If you're really having some balance struggles, especially when you come back to that crescent lunge, I want you to notice if you're stepping back a little too narrow, step it back a decent width, hip width. That'll help stabilize your hips. Yes. Okay, let's just do 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Scissoring those inner thighs. Last 1, crescent lunge. So instead of coming all the way to standing, it's crescent. Deep breath in. Stay, settle in, breath out. Scissor your inner thighs. Last inhale. Warrior 2, exhale, spin it open. Settle in for a moment. Just passing through. Reverse your warrior as you breathe in. Side body stretch, here it is again. Reach long through the arm. Hips are open to the side now. Deep inhale. And exhale, low lunge. And step it back to a high plank. All right, option for knees down push-ups. You can bring the knees down or keep them up. We're gonna bend the elbows back about 45, lower 90 degrees, and press. Down, press. Breathe, exhale. Keeping a nice long spine. Avoid crunching your neck to look under you. Keep the neck long. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make your way to your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Let it feel good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, or float, top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. And forward fold, release it. Inhale, Tadasana, standing mountain. Nice. Exhale, sit into chair. Yes, friends. You're amazing. Let's pulse our butts low. Squeeze the booty. Sit a little deeper. reaching back. Do whatever you need to do with your hands. No judgment. Let yourself feel sustainable, but still feel all the fun. Nice. Sit down. Long spine. Are you squeezing your belly up? Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it low in 2. Sit low in 1. Take a deep breath in. Forward fold, release. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, low lunge, right foot steps back. Slow and steady, crescent lunge, rise up. You got your front knee over your ankle, your back heel high over your toes. So take that breath in, scissor your inner thighs. As you exhale, double lunge, knee comes to hover, elbows down, twist to the inner thigh. Inhale, unwind, step all the way up. Repeat, exhale, twist, inhale, stand. Exhale, twist, and rise up. Notice if that balance is becoming an issue. We need to check those knees. Instead of stepping back narrow, step it out wide. Nice. You got it. Last 4, 3, crescent lunge in 2, last 1, unwind to crescent lunge. Nice long back leg, crescent lunge, take a deep breath in. Warrior 2, breath out, spin the back heel, right heel to the back. Nice. Press your feet down, let your hips open wide, heart is open, shoulders soft. Reverse your warrior with a breath in. Take a couple rounds of breath right here. Keep your knee forward, peel out of your hip crease. Last deep breath in, and exhale, low lunge. Step it back to a plank. Take your arms wide for wide arm push-ups this time. So the outside edges of your mat. You can lower down, elbows wide. Exhale, press. You can always bring the knees down. Breathe, press. Breathe, press. Inhale. Nice job, everybody. Draw the belly to the sky. Last 4, 3, 2, to your knees in 1. Bring the knees down. Woo, take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Nice. Grab a set of weights for some hammer curls. So I'm going to use my mediums, my 5s, and come to standing on your knees. Your toes can be untucked under your hips or your knees. Shoulders over that. Palms face forward. Actually, hammer curls, your palms face in. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, lift straight up and down. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Notice if your shoulders are jutting forward, we want to pull them back. Pull your belly in. Fire up the knees, even press the shins, the toes down. Make sure you're not lifting with your neck, so you're not juting up. Shoulders soft. Nice. Now you can always do alternating. It's up to you, whatever feels right. 8, 7, 6. Yes, almost there. Shoulders squeezing down. Last 3. I know I added one on. 2 W's in 1. Flip your palms to the sky, wide arm. Keep the arms into your torso, 90 degrees, so we're not too far down. We're at 90. Now exhale, lift to shoulders. Inhale to that 90. Shoulders, 90, shoulders. Breathing on that exertion. You got it. Not here for long. Can you squeeze your inner thighs together? They're still under your hips, but fill them light up. Pull the abdomen in. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Hands to your heart. Come on up to standing in chair. 1 foot at a time. You can stand up tall and then sit down, find your chair. Nice. Shoulders down your back. Let your weights face in on one another, then pull your elbows back like a narrow row, but hold. We've got tricep kickbacks. Feel free to switch out your weights lighter or heavier. Inhale, and on your exhale, extend back. Breathe, extend, breathe, extend. So I'm going to extend the arms without locking the elbows. Really squeeze the butt. Your knees are bent. You're hinging forward a little bit more with your torso. But make sure you're not arching in your back. Feel it in the butt. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, boom. Come to standing. Nice, friends. You're awesome. You can put those weights down. So now I've just got a core, a booty, and a standing core surprise for you. We'll use the weights maybe once or twice throughout. Otherwise, no weights for the rest of this. So to start, we've got about 5 movements in each section, core, booty, standing core. So start in a plank pose. We will get this started. From a nice plank, draw your belly in. And this movement is one palm at a time, taking it forward, the other palm forward, hold, then walk it back under your shoulder, one at a time. So out, out, hold, in, out, out, just getting a little bit longer in the spine. The core, the front line of the body has to really light up here to support you as you make it long. Breathe. Whew. We're not here for too long. You've got it. Last 4, 3, 2, high plank on 1, high plank. Knees down. Whew. All right, come to your back. 3 shapes on our back. We're gonna start with heel taps. So lower all the way down. Take your feet long in front of you, your arms long overhead. And this is an alternating heel tap. So take a deep breath in. And exhale, lift up with muscle control. Tap one heel. And then inhale, lower down. On your exhale, lift up using muscle control. Tap the opposite heel, knee draws in, lower down. Switch side to side, tapping, lengthening, squeeze up, long spine, lower down. Maybe you tap your palms together in front of your heel. Maybe you give your knee a sweet kiss. Yes. Last 4. You're almost there. Last 3. We're gonna stay on our backs in 2. Last 1, finish it off and come to your back. Woo, yes, friends. All right, knees can draw into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe rock side to side, a little release for the low back. It's nice to add little sneaky things like that in. All right, yogi bicycles, knees over hips. Bend your knees to about 90 degrees. Elbows come wide, hands behind the head. Take an inhale, rested long. Now as you exhale to lift, twist, elbow to knee, squeeze as the other leg goes long to a hover. Center it out, and then exhale, twist other side. Breathe, twist, breathe, twist. Going side to side. We want to keep the knee lined up over the hip. So you have to use the core to lift the elbow higher. Bring your elbow to your knee rather than your knee to your elbow. Kick through the long leg. Feel the muscles lengthen and then contract. Side to side, warming up that core. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold your long leg out in 1. Stay to that twisted side. Pulse the long leg. So flex or point your toes, but reach for the sky. Fire it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch out sides. Long leg is pulsing up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwind. Whoo! You can take a big star shape on the mat with the heels wide, the arms out. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, side out. I love sneaking in a breath because we all need to make sure we're breathing, yeah? All right, knees to chest. Maybe a little rock side to side. We've got one more core shape and then we move on. Take your knees over 90. It's this reverse tabletop. Arms overhead, breathe in. When you exhale, we're gonna reach forward past the toes, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, a little pulse, 2 count, and then lower, lift, 2 count, release, lift, 2, down, 1, 2. Keep the knees over the hips, shh, shh. Use the core, especially from the low abdomen, the pubic bone to the navel, squeeze right there. For 4 more. Get your double pulse every time. Last 3, 2, 2 more, 1, 2. Last 1, pulse, pulse, release. Woo! Take your body long, a big star pose on the mat. Inhale, and open mouth, sigh it out. Awesome job, friends. You're amazing. Grab behind your thighs and rock and roll a few times. We'll make our way up to a forward fold. So if you need to let the knees come to the side, that's fine. Support yourself up. Forward fold. Nice and half. Stretch the low back. Maybe side to side sways. Awesome. Halfway lift. Inhale. And forward fold. Release. Inhale. Rise up. Tadasana. And exhale. Hands to your heart. Now we're moving on to booty. Are you ready? Fire up the peach butt. So we're going to come down into a squat. And we've got, it's called like a jump rope tuck squat. So you're gonna really feel it in your feet. You're gonna kind of like go side to side and elongate the other leg. Then get down like you're jumping under a rope, you're tucking under, and then extending the opposite leg. So you wanna really press the grounded foot down, feel the butt light up there on that side, and really press your toes down and even slide back the tiniest bit with your toes, feel the butt light up on that side. Yes, you can add a punch on if you want. Whatever you want to do, but really get low, squeeze, and tuck side to side. Feel the legs and the butt. Breathe. We've got 8. Last 6. Just 5, 4, 3, 2. Get a little lower. Last 1. Boom. Yes. All right, shake it out, whatever you need to do. Now, we continue on with the butt. We've got a squat, elbows tap thighs, and we'll start to the right, a lateral leg lift. Squat again, other side, boom. Squeeze the butt here, squeeze the butt here. Now pause with that hold just for a half second so you know you're using strength. Tap the elbows to the thighs. Yeah. Really using the leg muscles, the core to lift rather than momentum. And you can always bring hands to your hips, whatever you need to do to help with balance. Nice, friends. 8 more. 7. Last 6. I see Tito really likes these. 5. Woo. 4. 3. 2. Last one, best one. Squeeze that butt. Take it down. Boom. Yes, friends. Whoo, you're awesome. Okay, continuing with our booty. We've got a reverse lunge donkey kick. So we'll start with the left leg back. The right leg is your base. Tap the leg back. Come into that reverse lunge. Make sure you're about hips width apart so you're stable. And then hands on hips or wherever. Kick. And then we're just repeating that. Lunge. Kick, lunge, yeah, you got it. Whoo. Kick it straight back, use the butt. Hug the inner thigh, so scissor, kick, scissor, glute squeeze, you got it. Whew. Starting to feel it on that right standing, stabilized leg and hip. We're almost there. 8, 7, 6, land stable, kick. 4, exhale for the kick. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, switch sides. Man, my right butt can feel it. Stabilize the left leg. Double lunge the right knee. Pulse down on the left leg. Kick the right up. Lower, kick. Down, extend. Really having that stable base when you land. Softly is important. Squeeze the belly in. Use that right butt muscle. Kick. Ha. Kick away. You got it. Whatever feels good with the hands. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3. Last 2. Here it is. Last one. Ha! Woo! Shake it out. Yes. Something to send you home with. A little cardio to top off this booty. We've got some squat like jacks. So basically you're in your squat. It's in, out, in, out. Woo! Now you can take it slow. You can pick up the pace. Whatever works for you. This is our last booty workout for this round. Whatever feels good with the hands. 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze the butt. Last 3, 2, 1. March it out. Cool it down. Okay, we've got core round 2, but it's standing core, so it's different. Option to have one weight nearby for in a couple of moments. We are going to start with a standing crunch twist, which is good. Our heart rate's up, so this will be like an active cool down. So elbows wide. You don't have to touch your shoulders. Feet are hips width. We're going to tap opposite elbow to knee. Alternating tap, tap. This is for the core. Squeeze as you lift the knee to touch your elbow. Make sure you're not too wobbly. Try to stand it out. Squeeze the butt at the top. Feel the core. Really important, friends. Pull that belly in, especially on that crunch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Knee up. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Breathe in. Breathe out. Amazing. Side crunch time. Elbows wide behind the head. And this time, elbow to same knee. Alternating. So tap, tap. Squeeze it up. Try to tap your knee high and then bring your elbow to touch the knee. That's the side crunch. Squeeze. So your glutes are already maybe on fire. I can feel my butt screaming at me right now. And the fun thing about this move, my hip flexors tend to start telling me hello at the same time. Side to side, 8, 7, really get that elbow low. 5, 4, take your time with these. 3, last 2, last 1. Woo, deep breath in, side out. Awesome. So now we have our side extensions with or without a weight. So you can just start with the right arm. You can just slide your palm to your knee and up, knee and up. You can always have a weight in your hand. And if you can't feel it as good doing this, the other option is take your opposite arm to the sky, lower and reach straight up, down, up. Make sure you're not dumping forward or any sort of back bend. It's just side, crunch, reach, up. So your inhale is as you lower, your exhale is against gravity here. Breathe. If you don't like the arms straight up, you can keep it on your hip or let it hang, whatever serves you best. Just doing the one side for 8, 7, 6, other side, and 5, 4. Soft bend in the knees, 3, but feet strong into ground. 2, 1. Woo! Other side, friends. With or without your weight. It's lower towards the knee. Lift up, down, up. Feel that side. Shorten and expand. Option to tap the weight or no. Other arm to the sky if you want. Down, up. And when you lift up, it's not using that arm and that shoulder to lift. That gets to kind of just hang. We are using the core to lift you up. And your breath. 8, 7, last 6, and 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. You're amazing. If you have a weight, feel free to put it down. So we've got 2 more moves. This time it's a W with the arms, palms face the sky. Stand about hips width or a little wider. Toes can be slightly out. Soft the knees, but squeeze the core in, shoulder tight. And fire up those biceps. Let them just show off right now. We're going to just twist side to side. Twist, twist, side to side. Now keep your hips forward as you twist. And notice if you're looking side to side, how that doesn't interact with the core so much. So keep your gaze forward, like on the screen or some focal point in front of you. Really squeeze the core in. Knit the ribs in as you go from side to side. Fire up the arms. It's some arm work here too. Press your feet into the ground. Actively squeeze them together or press them apart. Either way so you can feel strong in your base. 8, 7, squeeze those ribs in. Last 5, 4, low belly pulling in and up. 3, 2, and 1. Whoo, deep breath in, deep breath out. Last one for this whole standing core series, it's a squat with a side punch. So you're gonna squat low, punch side to side, and pull. Punch, pull. Switching sides. If you wanted, you could add on a set of light weights here, but make sure you rotate that arm out and back, out and back. We're working that core, so squeeze everything in tight. Nice. And then, so option, punch high, work on the higher abs. Punch low, or stay low, work on the lower abs. Knitting it all in like we just were. Punch from side to side. Wherever you're at, awesome. Keep the booty going back low, or just hold it low, whatever variation you're in. You want to also pull back, so it's not just the punch, it's the punch pull. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! If you have weights, put them down. We've got a little cardio burst for you. Awesome, awesome people. So we've got squat jumps or squat toe taps. So we're going to take our squat. Maybe you tap to the ground or somewhere hanging. And you can either come up high on the toes, or you can jump. Like a froggy jump, butt goes back. Or press off the toes. Use your calves, either variation. Press. Press. You're amazing. And we've got 8, wherever you're at. 6, 5, press through the toes, land toe heel. 3, 2, 1, march it out. March it out, knees high. Whoo. Travel your mat. Cool the flow, the breath. Deep open mouth exhales. Yes. Nice, friends. You've been amazing today. Amazing. So, when you are ready, stand in place. Find your chair pose. Sit down and low, squeeze the butt. We're just flowing through our yoga sequence one more time. Deep breath in and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps back. Inhale, crescent lunge, hug your inner thighs. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, high plank. Option for chaturanga and dandasana if it's in your practice. Knees can always come down. Inhale, up dog, cobra, or holding that plank. And exhale, we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, soften your knees and look forward. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in, pull the belly up. Exhale, fold it all in half. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit a little deeper, breath out. Last inhale. Exhale, fold to release it. Halfway lift, breathe in. And low lunge, right foot steps back. Inhale, crescent lunge, hug your inner thighs. Exhale, warrior 2, open up. Inhale, reverse your warrior, breathe in between the ribs. And exhale, low lunge to high plank, Chaturanga Dandasana if you want it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale your right leg up and back. And exhale, half pigeon, right knee to the outside of your right wrist. Shin on the ground, left knee under the ground. Untuck your back toes. Soften in, level your hips, shoulders over those hips. You can stay here, or you can take this from your booty and your back. If you're ready to, go ahead and fold forward, resting down to a block or forearms, or maybe melting into the mat. And if you're on your back, or you want to shimmy to your back, shimmy to your right hip, extend your left leg forward. You can stay seated, right ankle over left thigh, or take it to your back with right ankle crossed over your left thigh. And know if you're on your back or your seat, when we transition out, you can always stay on your seat or your back. Up to you. We're starting to cool down the practice. Start to find slower, deeper breaths. Maybe open mouth exhales here in this pigeon shape. Let your eyes float closed if you're comfortable, or just stay heavy and hazy. Acknowledge all the work you've put into your practice today. So strong. Your self-dedication to your self-care. And your commitment to community as well. Just a couple more rounds of breath. Slowly melting your hips into the earth if you're on your belly. Your shoulders melting into the mat if you're on your back. I'm starting to let everything kind of settle and get soft. And from your half pigeons, if your belly's down, inhale to slowly rise back up to your palms. And tuck your back toes to lift your knee. And send your right leg up and back. And feel free to shake it out, any organic movement. Bend the leg, maybe a scorpion dog. And if you're on your back or seated, feel free to go ahead and switch sides, extending both legs long. And then left ankle over your right thigh. And then otherwise, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Breathe in, get long. And exhale, left knee to the outside of your left wrist. Untuck, or rather, your toes, bring your right knee down, and then extend your right leg straight back out of your hip socket. Notice if your foot's sickled inward or out. Try to take it straight back best you can. Use your palms facing out by your hips to bring your shoulders over those hips. Pull the belly in, just get strong, start to feel some sort of melting, and then either fold or stay here. And we want the knee safe, your shin bone rotating into the ground. So notice it's different in everybody's body. You can flex your toes, see if that helps protect the knee, rotating your shin bone into the earth, or point your toes, sickle foot. Notice if that changes your shin to the mat. And if you're on your back, just flex your toes, protecting the knee. Deep breaths. Gratitude for your practice. And gratitude for one another. Just another round breath. And use your inhale. When you're ready, rise back up to your palms, tucking your back toes, lifting your knee. A three-leg dog, shaking out, bringing circulation back to that body. If you're on your back or your seated bones already, feel free to stay there. We're all going to lower to our back together in a moment. So friends, if you're up, come to that down dog, bring your knees down. Shift off to one side, come to your seat, legs extend in front of you. Arms can reach out, get a little more core work snuck in here. Sit up tall, pull the belly in, and then round your back, slowly bringing lower back, mid back, and up back to the ground, then back of your head. Nice. And plant your feet hips width distance apart. We're going to stretch the core in a bridge. Take your palms long by your sides. Palms press into the ground. Elbows press into the ground. Then inhale, gently bring your hips up to the sky. Pause here, walk your shoulders down your back. Maybe you take a bind underneath you, interlace your fingers. Chin off of chest, so draw your chin towards the crown of your head. Draw your glutes towards the backs of your knees. Press your big toes into the ground. Keep your knees hips width apart. Use your glutes to lift your hips a little higher, but keep them soft so they're not fully turned on. Breathe deep. Stretch your belly. And one more breath in. Maybe lift the heart, open a little bit more. Press your forearms, palms into the ground. And then exhale, release any binds. Lower your upper back, mid back, and low back to the earth. Take your knees wide, soles of feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. Shoulders still down your back. Maybe your palms flip up now to the sky. Or you can always bring them in, maybe rest them on your body somewhere, heart and abdomen. Some free breaths deeply. You breathe in, let the belly expand, and let your ribs and your side bodies widen. I'm sighing the breath out completely. And on an inhale, slowly draw your knees together and hug them into your chest. They can stay together, or you can take them wide. You can rock side to side. Maybe you grab your thighs instead of your shins, whatever's comfortable in your body. And then thinking about our supine twist in a dance here, go ahead and take your right shin with your hands, pull your right knee over to your right armpit, and let your left leg go long on the mat. And while your left leg's on the mat, keep it active. Point your toes so you can feel your hips separate a little bit. Your quad, your calf are lighted up. And we'll just go ahead and squeeze that right knee in. Maybe you roll your ankle left and right a little bit, whatever feels good, flex and point. Nice. And then taking your hands, take your right knee across to the left side of your body, keeping your left leg active. Supine twist. And maybe you keep your left palm on your knee, maybe you tee your arm out. Right hand can tee out, or you can keep it on your right hip. Look up or to the right. Breathe and soften into the ground. Full breaths. And with your next breath in, gently bring both hips back to the ground. Draw both knees back into your chest. Make your way there any way that feels good. Gently shimmy side to side, kind of clearing the slate between this pose. Nice. Go ahead and grab the left shin, hug your left knee towards your armpit to the outer edge of your left side of the mat. Right leg goes long and active to the ground. So you actually rested on the ground, but point your toes actively so your quad lights up. Your calf even gets a little work here. And just squeeze the left knee in and out so you can feel the extension of the right leg, pulling the right hip open, and then the pull of the left leg out wide, just really opening the hips. Roll your ankle a few times, flex and point your toes. When you're ready, deep breath in. Use your exhale to glide your left knee to the right side of your mat. Keeping the right leg active. Maybe you keep both palms or one palm on a hip or on the knee. Or you can tee your arms out wide. Shoulders soft from your ears. Look up or left and breathe. And on your next inhale, draw your knees back into your chest, so hip bones to the ground. Knees squeeze in and up. Give yourself a little tight squeeze. We're gonna close off here. Maybe bow your chin to your chest. Give yourself a big thank you, a big congratulations for all your work. And then if you have time, you can release to your Shavasana, Or grab behind your thighs, rock and roll, or shimmy over to your side to a seat to close off class today. But feel free, friends, you're at home. Take some time for your Shavasana. And if you're seated and ready to close, you can always bring one hand to heart and one hand to stomach. If you're on your back in Shavasana, you can bring a hand to heart, a hand to stomach. Acknowledge all the hard work you've done today, both on and off your mat. And some days can be harder than others. Some days are really easy, like a breeze. So we just got to take the good with the bad with the good, and come out of it every day with a smile on your face, some positivity in your mind. Wherever you're at in your practice, I just want to thank you so deeply for your time. And until next time, I bow my chin into my chest, my heart goes out to you. Namaste. Thank you so, so much for your time.